Are you new to Law of Attraction? Or have you been watching the Bros show or this show for 252, 53 episodes? Dana will tell me the right number. If you have, then today's show will be quite familiar for you because today we're going to be doing an assessment. You're going to do a self-assessment. And this self-assessment is to let you know, are you harnessing and tapping into everything you need to do, know, or have to be a deliberate practicer of law of attraction? You know it's already working, right? You don't need to turn it on. It's already on. But what can you be doing daily, deliberately, to apply law of attraction? I've got 5 questions for my assessment today, and Dana and John are both going to help me figure that out. And who am I? My name is Michael Loche, and I'm the author of these 3 books. And welcome again to the Hangout with Michael show. We're live here every Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. If you want to watch the previous episodes, you can go to hangoutwithmichael.com /
I think it's live shows, isn't it? I think it's live shows.
What is it? No, not podcast. / blog. Or you can go to YouTube and look at my channel, Hangout with Michael. It's all there. Good morning, Dana and John from Vancouver. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good, Dana. Welcome yourself or introduce yourself to our friends that are watching today.
And just so everyone knows, we're on episode 243.
We're at 243? Okay, excellent.
243 today, not to confuse people out there. Yeah, I love being part of the Dream Team, and I had the privilege of being on Michael's show and for several years, and he's introduced me to become a certified law of attraction trainer and facilitator. I do a lot of speaking engagements, which I'm always looking for. I live in the Vancouver area, but I also do for women or people that are kind of stuck. You know, they're maybe in transition or they're not sure what really they're passionate about or their purpose. I guide them through a program called Discover Your Sacred Gifts. And we all have 24 sacred gifts. And since I've known Michael and John for a while, I might be able to guess what their 3 to 5 sacred gifts are, but it's really, the program's called Discover Your Sacred Gifts. So you have to go through it, but I've got a pretty good idea what some of their gifts are.
Okay, and today you're going to help me deliver as a certified law of attraction facilitator. These are very common tools and practices that we teach, and you and John are going to help elaborate on these 5 assessments. Have your pen and paper ready. You're going to give yourself a self-assessment to know how good you are at applying these daily law of attraction tools. Now, we're staying out in Vancouver, and we're talking to John. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Always a pleasure to be here. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, and I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner, helping people all over the world distantly by Skype or Zoom or on the phone, and helping people with chronic pain, aches and pains, anxiety or high stress, and mental health concerns like depression, anxiety, helping reduce, eliminate those concerns, and increasing physical health, mental health, abundance, and wellness. And I am going to be reading the comments with Michael today. So if you're watching live, say hello. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching from. Maybe a weather update. I'll be reading the comments. And just say hello.
Yeah, and after we deliver the 5 assessments, we want to hear from people what they, did they get 1 out of 5 or would they assess themselves as applying 5 out of 5? Well, John, you and I are celebrating a very important milestone tomorrow, and I'm just going to do a quick screen share. Why don't you set this up and tell people about our weekly show, please?
Yeah, our weekly show, very lively. It's called the Emotion Code Bro Show, and tomorrow is episode number 52. So that's right, we've been doing it for over a year, 52 weeks. And we've only taken a couple off, and tomorrow is very special. It's our 1-year anniversary. And past topics have been helping people with a lot of different things like teeth grinding, insomnia, drinking, allergies, money,
Halloween
food.
Candy, Christmas candy.
Yeah, brain
Easter
fog, night
candy.
terrors, claustrophobia, cranky pants.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we're going to be celebrating by giving away a prize. So we're giving away a heart wall session, and we're really excited to do that.
Away a one-on-one heart wall session. John, tell people what the heart wall means. It looks like a brick wall there, but it's something it's a wall around our heart. What does that really mean in emotion code terms?
Exactly. So that wall, it blocks you from giving love, receiving love, connecting with people. So it can create symptoms of just feeling disconnected or mental health concerns like depression or feeling numb, not really experiencing the fulls that life, the full joys that life has to offer. And so we want to break down that wall, clear out that wall, and so you can live that true essence of who you are.
Yeah.
So it's a big energy block, and it's one of my favorite things to clear is the heart wall. And so we're going to be giving away 2 heart wall sessions, so 1 each. And Michael will tell you how to enter.
That's right. They're going to be private sessions. They won't be done on the air. You'll be getting a link to join us. Delilah's putting the link out in the room to join my emotion code hangout room. And everybody that's in there, whether they're watching today's show or not, will be eligible to win. And on Sunday night, Delilah's going to pick 2 winners, and we'll let you know who won, and then we'll celebrate that with you next week. But tomorrow's show, John, we are doing, so we've done 100 shows, or 99 shows, or sorry, we've done 51 shows. That means we've done at least 100 people, because you and I each do a session normally, with the odd exception. So we're going to say we've served 100 people. And we have an extremely high success rate. Everything what you said, helping people get rid of food and liquor and nasal congestions and seasonal allergies and neck pain and back pain and lower back pain and constipation and heartache and broken hearts and heartburn and grinding of the teeth, and all of it's caused by these unprocessed negative emotions, which you can see right here. So tomorrow, if you really want some proof, tomorrow, show me the receipts. Show me the receipts day, because our audience is going to be in the comments. They're going to be saying, hey, bros, you guys worked on this for me. So instead of us telling you how great we are, everybody in the audience is, okay, here's what the emotion code has helped me with, Michael and John. Also, when you join my Facebook emotion code group, you will see everybody's that's leaving their testimonials and success stories. And once a week, I also do an impromptu live Facebook show in there just for that group. So do join us. John, Dan, and I are going to get ready to start our list here. But my hunch is there's a lot of people joining us today. I can see that. So why don't you name off 5 to 10 people here and see what's cooking out here.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. Start with Natasha Paula Samuel says, hello,
NPS.
Michael. NPS. Hello, Michael, Dana, John. Watching from my sunny, warm Romford, Essex. Looking forward to this show as always. Nice. Yeah. And Laura Hill is watching, says hello from New York. And Roger Leck says hello from Singapore.
We've got Singapore, we've got New York City in the house.
Yeah. Lisa Hammond says hello, everyone. Barb Ashcroft says good morning, great panel.
Hey, Barb is from Vancouver Island, where I'm living, so good morning. So we've got a Canadian, someone from Singapore, a couple people from the United States, and Misty is representing
Alaska.
So good morning, Misty. Nice to have you with us. Alaska,
Misty.
Misty.
Hashtag queen, Michael.
What's that?
I say Misty is our hashtag queen, so she'll get ready to do the 5, right?
Yes. Our friend Janet Logan, she's saying it's been a long time, but I'm here today from New Jersey. We're glad that you're here. Suzanne Darnell, acknowledging our hair looks great. I think she's talking about me. And she is from Vancouver area. Oh, guess where Sylvia Bellini's hanging out this weekend?
Ooh,
Lake Como in Italy.
Whoa.
Isn't that beautiful, Lake Como?
Nice.
She must be scouting or looking for George Clooney. Isn't that where George Clooney lives for vacations?
Somewhere around there, yes.
Hobnobbing with the stars. Greetings from Lake Como in Italy, sunny here. I've just popped in to say hello. I'll watch the replay when I'm back home to London. No Wi-Fi here. Okay. Good. Sylvia's also acknowledging that one of her pet peeves is males in flip-flops. It should be banned. Yeah, if you just joined us, that might not make sense. A couple more people, John, and then we're going to get started.
Kelly Carson says, yay, I'm here. Hello, Michael, Dan, and John.
Hey, Kelly, good morning.
And Elise Shockey says she's here and pen is ready.
Good stuff.
Tammy Prince says good morning from Nanaimo.
Hey, Nanaimo. Tammy Prince, I think Tammy Prince is going to come see us at the Nanaimo Spirit Fair in September. She said that in another post. And actually, John and I are just working on, we're going to be having this handout. We're just designing it right now. And we are going to be doing a live presentation in Nanaimo September 15th. I'm also going to be at the Vancouver Health Show, the Victoria Health Show, the Calgary Health Show, and I could have as many as 500 people in the audience witnessing the emotion code process. So I'm very excited about the razzle dazzle and the come to Jesus moments that we are going to display. And I haven't asked yet, but I want to be able to go Facebook Live. So I'm putting that out there. Our friend Suzanne Darnell, she's from New Westminster. She said she's expecting it too. Suzanne, my hunch is you've got more than two right.
Yeah, Suzanne.
Laura Collins is from West Vancouver. Good. And I'll read a couple more. Homa Bay, she's a top fan. Good morning, everyone. These programs are becoming the highlight of my week. So much revelation knowledge. Many thanks.
Nice.
Our friend Pramelia Paran from Vancouver Island. Wonderful to see you all. So very good stuff. Okay, John, you can take a little break here and
sit back and relax.
Sit back and relax. Yeah, for a few
Take
more
some
minutes.
notes. I got my pen ready.
Okay, good stuff. So, welcome everybody. Law of attraction. You've heard me talk about it for 200 and blank episodes. So, and I know if you've been watching, you've been picking up a tip here and a tip there and a tip there. And when I'm training certified facilitators, we have at least 10 very important key points that we teach. And that's what makes us unique. We're not just saying be positive. And how do you be positive? Well, if you've been watching the show, we tell you how to do that. So Dana is a certified emotion code, but also a certified law of attraction facilitator. And she's going to help me deliver these 5 assessments. Now, it's nobody's assessment but my own. And you're just assessing yourself. There's no judgment, even though I use the word no and judgment. But there is a judgment. You can be judging. You can be judging yourself on what you need to do different or better. So the most auspicious, I love that word.
Auspicious.
The most auspicious and delicious results would be that you could say, I apply all 5 of these to my life. The thing about law of attraction is, I did a presentation this week at a networking group, and someone was asking about, well, when does it work? I said, it's always working. It's on right now.
Yeah.
And I said, if you're curious and you want to know what the vibe is, then take a look and see what you're getting. It's a perfect match. So, but because it's already on, I'm going to teach you how to turn it on deliberately. Instead of just getting what you're getting by default, which is what's happening, what if you were deliberate in the vibe that you were sending? If you're deliberate about the vibe that you're sending, that makes you a deliberate attractor, which makes you very attractable. Dana, someone that's attractable is able to
attract.
That's right. So you could call yourself, you're deliberately attractable. I'm attracting deliberately. So here's the 5 points system we're going to work on today. You can give yourself a point for each one. And as I deliver them, Dan and I will remind you about how to apply that to your life. My hunch is, you've heard the first one a million times already. The first one is the reduction and the elimination of the words don't, not, and no. Dana, can you tell us why and how that would help you be a deliberate attractor to eliminate and reduce the word don't, not, and no?
Yeah, well, the main reason is, first of all, don't, not, and no are all negative words. So you're starting off something with don't, not, or no, and our subconscious actually only hears what's after the don't, not, and no.
That's right. And whenever we talk about what we don't want, we just gave it attention. With that networking, they were business executives, and I said, I want you to go back to the office and find out how many times you said, don't hesitate to contact me. You won't be disappointed. No worries. No problem. Don't delete this email. You see, whenever you say what not to do, you just gave it attention, energy, and focus. And for those of you that aren't really convinced, after today's show, go to Google and type in no football and see what shows up. So Google is like law of attraction. Whatever you, this is the international symbol for typing, whatever you type into Google is what Google will respond. Know this, it'll bring it. Know this, it'll bring it. You want this, it'll bring it. So law of attraction is like vibrational Google. The words that you're using are what you're actually entering into the law of attraction request engine, which is vibration. Okay, so give yourself a point if you are being deliberate, cautious, careful, conscious of reducing the words don't, not, and no. Now, I use them myself too.
Yeah.
And then I catch myself. So everybody does. But the key here is that you know how to reset that. Say, so Dana, for those that might be new today, some of you are new to law of attraction. If you're new and we're telling them what to do, but how do you do that? How do you eliminate the words don't, not, and no? By saying what?
Well, you're just going to tell people what you do want, right? So if you're saying don't hesitate to call me, what you really want to say is feel free to contact me anytime.
Yes. Don't forget is so what do you want?
Yeah. Remember.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to play phone tag today. What do you want?
Let's get connected right away on the phone.
Don't spill your milk. What do you want?
I can just see that milk spilled, right? Yeah. The mom's yelling at the kid, don't spill the milk, and there it goes, yeah.
Don't get your clothes dirty. Don't leave your dirty clothes on the floor. Don't beat up your brother. Don't talk back to your mother. And I know with parents, it's a challenge because in the very moment they're trained. But now I want you to think, how can I reword this? Okay, Misty Anderson has summarized number one. Misty, my hunch is that you are applying and you're in your self-assessment that you are conscious, careful, and cautious of reducing and eliminate the words don't, not, and no. So thanks, Misty, for writing that down. Here's number two. It's going to sound like a slight contradiction to number one, because number one, we're telling people to be positive. And now number two, it's like, it's okay to get peed off. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to get ticked off. It's okay to focus on what you don't want. Thinking, really? Well, make up your mind, Michael Loche. It's only okay if you observe it. You know what? Let's test John on this one. John, it's only okay to have a snit and a fit and get ticked off and peed off and angry and kick the can as long as you do it how long?
Briefly.
Briefly. Now, it's none of our business how long briefly is. When it comes to how something smells, brief is like a nanosecond. When it comes to how something tastes, brief is a nanosecond. When it comes to a relationship, brief might be 35 years. When it comes to a job, it might be 20 years. As long as you're doing it briefer than before. So go ahead. Have a snit fit. Go ahead. Get ticked off. Kick the can. Kick the cat. No, not kick the cat. But kick the can. Get annoyed. You're already doing it. Some people have done this before. Well, that's enough of that. That's the last time someone treated me this way. From now on, I want this. So, tool number two, observe contrast briefly. It's okay to observe it. Matter of fact, it's imperative to have contrast. Without contrast, you'll never have to decide. Without contrast, you'll never get clear. So go ahead and have your snit fit. Okay, so that's observe contrast briefly. Misty Anderson, if you could summarize point number two for us, please. She is right on. She is right on.
That's our Misty.
It's okay to observe what you don't want as long as you do it briefly. Okay, so let's just say you're watching the show and you're thinking, okay, well, I don't do it all the time, but if you do it sometimes and it's in your consciousness, give yourself a point. I'm going to throw you a bone. So number one, are you observing the words don't, not, and no, replacing them, so what do I want? Number two, are you observing contrast briefer than you might have before? In other words, it's okay to get ticked off and angry, but are you catching yourself now thinking, oh, I better reset my vibe here? And number three, it's for all you affirmation users. And number three is the declarative statement, I'm in the process. I'm in the process of attracting this. I'm in the process of attracting more clients. I'm in the process of attracting an ideal relationship. I'm in the process of finding a job interview. You know, Dana, one of the things we teach in the certification is that positive affirmations actually send a negative vibration. You know, if you say, I have the perfect job interview, and you got none, your voice is, dude, you don't have any interviews. No, you don't have a happy, slender body. No, money isn't coming to you easily. So those positive affirmations are actually sending negative vibration.
Right.
So we don't declare something that isn't true. But you know what is true? You're in the process of it. And as soon as you give something attention, energy, and focus, you just set the energy in motion. So when you say, well, I'm in the process of attracting an ideal job interview, because you've defined your ideal job interview, and when you give it attention, you just included it in your vibration. You just set the energy in motion. So that sentence becomes true. Where would you use that in your business, Dana? I'm in the process of.
I'd say I'm in the process of attracting some fabulous emotion code clients.
Okay, I'm in the process. Now, that doesn't, we don't know whether you are or not, but it's different than saying, I'm getting emotion code clients today. Well, if that's not true, it won't feel good.
No,
and
exactly.
The key point here is that law of attraction isn't responding to the words you're using, it's responding about how you feel. So instead of affirming what you don't have, make a declarative statement about what you're in the process of attracting. Misty Anderson, cue that up, please. Tip number 3, declare I'm in the process. Very good. Alan Davidson's helping out here too. Okay, so recap. Tool number 1, eliminate, don't, not, know. Tool number 2, observe, contrast briefly. Tool number 3, I'm in the process. Give yourself a point for each one of those. Who's 3 for 3 so far? Who is 3 for 3? Me too. Here's number 4, the vibrational bubble. What's in your vibrational bubble? So how you use the vibrational bubble? The vibrational bubble is a pretend bubble that's around you, and it's housing and having all of your vibrations. Your vibrations aren't over there. They're not at your desk. They're not in your car. They're where you are at. So the vibrational bubble is supposed to be a tool that you would just to remind yourself by saying, oh, I better be careful what I put in my bubble. Are you watching negative things that's causing a reaction? Are you around negative people that are causing you to be negative? In other words, what are you including in your vibrational bubble? Why don't you talk to that, Dana, about the vibrational bubble and what people like about that?
Yeah, so, it's deliberate attraction is all about being mindful of what your words are because they have a power to them, and that power gets translated into how you feel about it, positive or negative. So whether you're watching something on TV, you're dreaming it, or like I said to Michael, sometimes I find myself in the emergency room of a hospital, and I'm just listening to everybody and what they're saying. It's like, so I actually did just plug my ears the other day and went, one of your favorites, la, 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 la. They weren't treating me, but, I'm just saying I'm sitting there because, everything that I'm hearing is going into my bubble. What you watch on TV, podcast you listen to, radio, Facebook Live shows that you watch. So nothing gets eliminated. It all goes in.
Everything is included. So what are you including in your vibrational bubble? Before we give number 5, let's go back to John. John, who is saying what, please? Who haven't we heard from? What are they saying?
Well, Barb is 3 for 3.
Well,
Maybe
Barb
4 for 4 now.
She should be. She teaches law of attraction in her mastermind group. So
Yeah.
We're glad to hear Barb is 3 for 3. What else?
Suzanne Darnell says, I say no problem all the time.
No worries.
Subconscious.
No problem.
So she can sub, it's my pleasure, or happy to do this, or you're welcome.
Servers often use that one, or customer service people. No problem, no worries.
Yeah. You're thinking, uh-oh, I'm such a problem at this table.
Exactly. What was I worried about, right?
Our friend Hannah Ruth Appel saying, say yes to yes and eliminate no. Good point. Good. What else, John?
Sig Brown says, I'm in the process of making my bubble impenetrable to outside negativity.
Nice. I'm in the process of making my bubble exclusive to positive vibrations.
Yeah, Hannah Ruth Appel. Vibrational bubble equals better host what's contributing to your life than negative toxins.
Yeah, Misty Anderson gave us the tip number 4. Here's how we're going to end today's show when we go to end it, is I want to hear what people's scores are. What did you get? Did you get a 5 out of 5? Did you get a 4 out of 5? And if you didn't get a full 5, are you willing to, to start practicing this? Okay, Pramelia Bell. Pramelia Bell, good morning, Dream Team. Also good to see you all. Candace Cass, she's saying hello to Dana. And what else here? I think she's saying hello to us as well, but she might have left Dan out early. Okay, I think we're going to be ready to move on here. John, you can refresh, and then you can hear what people have to say. Here, I want to recap real quickly. Number 1, eliminate don't, not, and new. New. Number 1, eliminate don't, not, and no. Number 2, observe yucky contrast stuff briefly. Number 3, say that you're in the process. Number 4, mind your vibrational bubble. And number 5, use the clarity through contrast worksheet. Use the clarity through contrast worksheet. And this clarity through contrast worksheet will help you observe the contrast briefly. And you will birth clarity. Now, clarity, although it's a visual word, has a feeling. You know what it feels like? Ah, that's what I want. I want one of those. So if you're attracting something that you don't want, customers, clients, job interviews, money, relationships, whatever that might be, this is the mother of all resets. Dana, can you describe each of the columns? This is what it looks like. It's from my book. Most of you are familiar with it.
On
it
the
has 2
left-hand
columns.
column, you can just get a piece of paper and do this. On the left-hand column, write down everything you don't want. So it's my ideal relationship, maybe with clients or money or finances or whatever. So contrast, write down what you don't want. And then you're going to go to the clarity side of what you do want. And you're going to do this for each individual one. So once, let's say the first one says, well, I don't want clients that don't pay well. So that's our contrast. Our clarity is, what do you want? Clients who are happy to pay me in advance even, right? So then you're going to cross off that contrast and you're going to go each one. And then eventually you're going to have a whole page of what you do want. And what you're going to do is fold that page over. And what I do is I just put the clarity side and I pin it up so I look at it every day until I do have what I want, because we're not going to stick this in a drawer. It's not going in your filing cabinet.
No. You see, the best way to know what you do want is to know what you don't want.
Absolutely.
And in this exercise, I've got 10 items here just because of the page size. But it only takes a few minutes. When I'm doing a live seminar, we put people in a group. It takes 4 minutes to dump out 10 things that you don't like. Is that brief? You bet it's brief. Most people spend hours and days complaining about what they don't like. This exercise, you do in 4 or 5 minutes. The best way to know what you do want is to know what you don't want. And now you're only looking at the list of what you do want. And as you've got the list of what you do want, they're just words. But as you think about them and give them attention, they turn into the vibration. And law of attraction, checking, responding to that vibration.
I may go into that.
If you don't like what you're getting, this is how to reset it.
Vibrational bubble. That's where they're going. Your thoughts.
That's right. So clarity through contrast is tool number 5. Now let's take a look and see what people are saying, John, if you could do that. And I see one right in front of me. It says, Pramelia Param saying, giving myself a 4 out of 5. I find myself saying no worries, and I'm changing it to it's all good. You know what, Pramelia, I'm going to throw you half a bone. Give yourself a 4.5. Good stuff. John, who else is saying what?
Yeah, Kelly Carson loves the worksheet. Kelly, what's your score? Let us know.
Yeah, Kelly, what's your score?
Alan Davidson says, it's my responsibility to maintain a bubble exclusive to positive vibes.
Good stuff, Alan. Thank you.
Yeah. And Laura Hill says, I'm listening while I'm working, but it made a screensaver for my phone that says don't not know with a red circle and a cross out over it. Is that being negative? Should I change it to say just yes?
No, because I want you to burn that image. Every time you look at it, you burn it, you burn it, you burn it. So, part of NLP again is making sure that you're receiving information in 4 ways. So my hunch is you won't need to have that reminder very long. Because, when you go to use the word don't, not, and no, you'll probably hear my voice in your head say, so what do you want? But that little chart is helpful. particularly if you have a workspace or you're with your kids, you want to put it in your office or your kitchen. Just training people the behavior. This is a don't not know free area. Okay, who else? John is saying what?
Yeah, comments are coming in. That's great. Misty, what's your score? Suzanne Darnell says 2. So I do everything on the list from time to time, but 1 for more consistently and deliberately. Putting this into my daily habits is super valuable.
Candace Cass, 3 of 5, going strong. This show helped me reset for the other 2. Well, really, that was my secret objective. Even though that we're doing an assessment here, I really want you to learn the 5, apply the 5. And if you didn't have the other 2, so what do you do with it? Well, now you know what they are. So it was my sneaky way of teaching you how to be a deliberate attractor every day. Homa Bay, 4 out of 5. I love that. 4 out of 5.
Sig Brown is 4 out of 5 as well, working on the bubble more.
Okay, Sig, very good.
Lisa Hammond, on a daily basis, I have 3 out of 5. I am a work in progress.
And Doug Collins, he's late getting on. You're never late. But sometimes what happens with Facebook Live, they only get right now. So if you wait for the show to get posted after the live show, you can watch the whole show. Doug was in my seminar in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and sat on the front row. And he had a great experience. He's saying that he loves the clarity list, clarity through contrast worksheet. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remind everybody tomorrow, John, you and I have a special event happening. It is our 1-year anniversary for the Emotion Code Bros Show. We've been doing it for a year, and with the exception of me, we're doing it for a year, but we've had a couple Saturdays off. The Emotion Code is a process where we can identify what unprocessed negative emotions are trapped within you. Sometimes people talk about having stress on their back, or they feel like they're carrying a little bit of grief. Well, wouldn't it be sweet if there was only 2? It's not. There's 60 of them. So as an emotion code practitioner, we can identify what that unprocessed negative emotion is that's causing you to have neck pain, back pain, hip pain, tingly feet, tingly fingers, that sharp electronic pain, heartache, broken hearts, food cravings, cigarettes, marijuana, drugs, liquor, candy, chocolate, bread. Shall I go on? So in 100 people we've worked on in the last year, and on tomorrow's show is our anniversary. We want to hear from you. If the bros have helped you, we want you to declare what it was we helped you with and how it remained corrected and fixed and gone forever using the emotion code. And we are giving 2 private one-on-one emotion code sessions away on the heart wall. You know how sometimes people say they have a wall around their heart, or they have a block to receiving love or dating? Well, that's literal. You do have a wall around your heart. And what's around your heart is unprocessed negative emotions, likely from past relationships where you've broken up or ended that relationship. And then you have stored that unprocessed negative emotion around your heart, is stopping you from sending and receiving love. John and I will be giving 2 sessions away on Sunday evening. In order to be eligible, you need to join my Facebook group, and you can see the address below, but Delilah has also put the link inside the chat. So be sure to join that, be eligible, and then tomorrow, watch the show so you can hear everybody's successes about what they've been receiving in the emotion code. Dana, remind people how they can get a hold of you. And I think, John, there's a couple more that you can read after we hear from Dana. Go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah, you can find me at empoweredwomeninbusiness.com. You can look up my law of attraction programs that I offer, speaking opportunities, discover your sacred gifts, emotion code, and my law of attraction gratitude journal. It's a good way, actually, to practice. It's a weekly journal, but it will keep you in mind, keep you in the space where you want to be before you do catch us on the Facebook Live show. But episode 244 next week, Michael.
Oh yeah, 244. What are we
One of
doing?
your favorites, and you and I always have a discussion about this one. Law of attraction, episode 244. Do I need to visualize or make a dream board to attract? Mm-hmm.
So for all you dream board enthusiasts and all you dream board resistors, and for all you visualizers and all you anti-visualizers, you want to know what we have to say next
Yeah.
week because it's really going to help.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Thank you, Dana, for joining us today.
Thank you, Michael.
John, who's saying what as we sign off today?
Leslie Marshall is 4 out of 5, always working on this.
Hey,
And
Leslie.
Natasha Paula Samuel is a 3 out of 5, still working on perfecting all 5. And Misty keeps your cards at her desk to keep her on track.
Now, I do want to acknowledge what Misty's saying. Now I have a deck of 10 cards. I don't have a physical deck, but you can download these 10 quote cards and then send them to your local Photoshop, print shop, or take them to Walmart. You know how they have those machines, you can print them up. They print off nicely as photos. And here's an example of one right here. This is just a photo, a photo paper. There's 10 of those and they're free. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/quotes, download them on your desktop, upload them to your Photoshop or put them on a whatever, and take them to your favorite place to get photos done, like 11 cents each. Thank you, Misty, for enjoying those cards. Okay, Lisa Hammond, rather, on a daily basis, I've got 3 out of 5. I think you might have said hers already. I'm a work in process. Okay, I think that's it. John, we will see you tomorrow on the Motion Code Bro Show, episode number 52, our 1-year anniversary. John is at aliveimpure.com if you want to know more about the body code and motion code and how John can help you remotely. The other thing about I had a woman book a session from Victoria and said, "Where are we going to meet?" I says, "We're not going to meet. You can sit home. You don't need to leave your house." That's the beauty of this work, is that you can work with anybody, anywhere, all over the world. Just a quick little note. This on Wednesday, I went on Instagram, and I was on Instagram and I was talking about the emotion code, and one guy says, "What's that?" And I told him, and so this guy was from Australia. He's 33 years old. When he was 21, he hurt his lower back at the gym. So he's been having treatment for it for 21 minus 33 is what? 11, 12 years. And I corrected 100% of his back pain over Instagram chat, and he lived in Australia. Had it for 12 years. He's tried lotions, potions, patches, rubs, pills, toxins, oils, not toxins, but elixirs, whatever he's been trying has not fixed it. So you got to check us out tomorrow on the Bro Show. Thanks, everybody, for chilling, hanging out here on the Hangout with Michael show. We're live here every Friday. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for the comments. I'll be watching and monitoring them for the whole day today as I am enjoying my beautiful day here in Victoria, BC. Dana, John, thank you for your time on today, on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.